So we're going to start off with this deck. It's called the Tarot Familiars. I have never used this deck before, so bear with me if I need a little bit extra time to try and figure out what they're trying to say. I mean, I know the general meanings, but sometimes the images kind of speak to a different definition than what my regular deck is. So give me a little extra time, but what does the person watching need to know? Let's find out what important message Spirit has for you in this reading. What's the first message, or what message do they have? We have the 10 of Wands. Okay. So typically my definition for this is, trying to see what this says. Okay. So there's a book and there's a wands. Lots of books. So usually this is something you're burdened by. Like you've been doing something and you're very burdened by it. And it's like, gosh, when am I going to be able to put these burdens down? And Spirit's saying like, what is wrong with this card? Man, this card's all messed up. Look at that. It's all jacked up on the back. It's a brand new deck too. That sucks. So yeah, maybe you're burnt out. It looks like it's not a burn, but it kind of looks like it's a burn or like watermark or something. So you're burnt out. Maybe you're starting to crack. You're starting to crack. You're burnt out from something big time. And maybe you've had to learn a lot because there's a lot of books here. Maybe you're burnt out. You've been manifesting something because there's a lot of wands and books. Maybe you've learned about the law of attraction and you're really just burnt out by something you're trying to bring into fruition because it's not happening. But you're close to the end of a cycle with 10. And they're saying you're about to be able to drop those burdens. So you're about to crack is what I'm getting from the fact that that card's all jacked up like that. What else, spirits? Okay, nice. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords. We'll talk about that one first. Typically, the Two of Swords for me is somebody who has a decision to make. So this could be you or somebody you're dealing with in this situation. And oftentimes, like in the Rider-Waite deck, they're blindfolded, so they can't see the truth. They might be defensive. They might be trying really hard to use their head over their heart, keep out of their emotions, even though the emotions are like rocky on the shore. That's what comes in on my regular card. Trying to make this decision the best they can, but they don't know what to do, and they're just feeling defensive. So I don't know if this is you or somebody else. I don't really see this particular Two of Swords. I don't really see anything too different. I mean, I feel like your answer is in the stars. I feel like these swords are kind of in the universe with these stars here. So your answer, if you're the one that's feeling like you have a choice to make and you don't know what to do, is to meditate and get the answer from the divine, right? There's also a lot of purple here, so that always makes me feel like of lavender and the need to relax, rest and relax. So I definitely feel like this could be telling you, on top of the regular message, that the best thing you can do right now is to meditate, rest, relax, meditate, and try to just quiet your mind. And the answers are within you. And even though you're blindfolded and can't see the exterior, you just need to look within. So even if you're blindfolded, you could still meditate and look within, right? You don't need your eyes, your physical eyes, to see the answer. So that's what I'm getting with that card. This has to do, we have Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is usually about collaborating with somebody with work. This could be a work situation. Could be love, could be work. I don't even know. So if it's love, you're going to be collaborating with this person and doing a really good job, like more focused on the job you're doing versus like if it's work, how much money you're going to bring in. So more focused on your craftsmanship is what the Three of Pentacles usually talks about. I don't really, these particular cards don't have a lot of illustrations to them, so it doesn't really tell me anything too differently here. I mean, this card's a lot of blue, and I think, blue is a lot of intuition. So there might also be a need for you to use your intuition, which does kind of go with the Two of Swords, which I was talking about. I was seeing the purple to calm, to meditate. There's a little bit of purple and blue there, but this is more blue. So using your intuition, which usually the Three of Pentacles is not about that, right? But in this case, that card is. So just following your intuition when it comes to who to work with or how to work with them. And then we have the Six of Cups, which usually is all about a situation from your past coming back, or the key word a lot of times is young, when you were young, or a person that could be younger than you or more immature than you, or usually it's somebody coming back from the past, or a situation resurfacing. It could be from childhood, it could be from high school, it could be an ex. So this could be love. At this point, this could be love, it could be money. I am noticing that the Six of Cups is green. I'm not really sure why. Green to me means luck, means money. So this could be a money reading for this particular reading. Doesn't have to be, we could still be talking love. So this could be a situation from the past coming back that you're going to be collaborating with people. With the Three of Pentacles, I do feel like this could be work, this could be collaboration. We'll see if another card comes out in this reading that changes the meaning, but for right now, I feel like it could be either, but probably money. So a situation in the past that maybe you were burdened by, that you felt burnt out by, is going to be coming back around. You're not going to know what to do, so meditate to see the answers. You are going to go into a new cycle with this Fool here, which usually the Fool is all about needing to take a leap of faith. I do see a black cat in this deck. So black cats to me mean shadow work. So maybe what's going to propel you from one cycle of learning lessons and maybe clearing karmic debt into a new cycle of getting rewards for that, or things going luckier or better for you, is to do this shadow work. So there is a need for you to meditate, to do some shadow work, to heal yourself, heal whatever emotional wounds might have hurt you in the past, because you might have a block here. It could be a money block, could be a love block. And then here I see that there's these cards. Queen, Ace, 2, 10, 7. So they have a decent hand, but it's not like it's a winner. They know for sure it's a winner. So you don't know. You don't know, but this is usually you're asked to take a leap of faith. There is a box here, so maybe something was locked up. So again, you had a block, but you're going into a new cycle. Usually this is about, like, it's a new cycle. It's the beginning of a new cycle. So it's the start of something new regarding whatever this topic is. So if it's money or love, it's regarding that. It's the start of something new. There is still a need with this purple for you to meditate and do this shadow work. There is like red, orange, so this might involve something you're very passionate about, or somebody you're very passionate about. It's taking a leap of faith because it's a new cycle. So if this is love, after you do this shadow work, you're going to go into a new cycle. It's going to propel you into a new cycle with a situation where you felt burdened. And I don't know, so this might be an ex coming back, and there might be a new start with this ex. But again, it's a new start, so it's not going to instantly be good. I mean, when you start from zero, you got to rebuild, right? You have to nourish that plant so it can bloom. It's not going to, the new cycle isn't going to bring in a fully bloomed plant. So the person might come back to you, and you might need to work on some things, but this is a different cycle. You were in a karmic cycle of learning lessons, and now you're going to be in a cycle where you're going to be rebuilding things and eventually get some kind of something good out of it. So if it's love, it could be that. If it's work, you're going to be collaborating with people. You're going to be working on a situation that from your past that's coming back around, and you're going to be starting a new cycle with it. So it is okay to take that leap of faith, is probably what they're saying here, to start working on it. Again, it's not like you're going to take the leap of faith and it's going to instantly be perfect. You're going to have to work on it some more, but you're going to be able to drop burdens from the past. So whatever was wrong with it in the past, you're going to get past that, and you're going to, once you learn a lesson here, once you do the shadow work, it's going to be unblocked, and things will change with regard to this situation. Okay. So that is long-term here. The Fool, okay. Let me do one card to say, okay, what's going to happen long term? Like, is this going to be successful? Because the Fool tells me you're starting a new journey, but what's the long-term results? And then we'll go into a bonus extended reading where we do ask, what's the result in the next 6 months to a year sooner, to find out if it is a really good result, is that going to come in that time frame? What's the end result here? Yeah, stability, a success. So if this probably, judging by the cards that have come out, I think this is career money, something money related, something career related that you felt burdened by, you were trying to manifest and it wasn't happening, you were blocked, but you have to do some shadow work to get past the block. And then once you do, that's going to come back around. That situation's going to come back around and you're going to be able to work on it without a block this time. You're going to be in a new cycle. You're going to collaborate with people. You're going to take a leap of faith. And yeah, it's going to take working on it really good. Focusing on, not how much money am I making and cutting corners, but focusing on the craftsmanship, really just trying to do a really good job for people. And you know how like back in the older days, 1800s, I guess, things were really, oh my God, they were just built so strong and sturdy. And that's why a lot of people want those things, because they're not built like that anymore. So this is you really focusing on, not rushing through things, just really doing a good job, no matter how long it takes, and working with people, collaborating with people to do so, and you taking a leap of faith at that situation coming back around. And this time, because you've done the shadow work and you've learned a lesson, once you learn that lesson, you'll go into the new cycle here where you are going to find success, and this is going to provide a lot of stability, and you're going to be able to confidently accept any offers you received. You're going to feel like you have the Midas touch. You're going to go into a lucky time period. That's why that Six of Cups, that deck that I picked, it was green. Because this is money, this is luck. So stay professional and responsible. Be practical. Don't try to cut corners. Be generous with your time and your energy that you put into this. So just do a really good job. Do your craftsmanship, and it will lead to success. There's butterflies here, so it's going to lead to change. It's going to lead to success long term. Now, this could be 20 years from now, like I always say. So what is going to happen with regard to this situation in the next 6 months to a year sooner if you do all these things? Will you have that success in that time frame, or is it going to be later? It probably won't be 20 years, but it still could be a couple of years. So we're going to figure that out, and we're going to ask Spirit's advice. What can you do as far as the law of attraction goes to bring this in? What shadow work? What kind of money blocks do you have? I have a money block stack here. I've been doing some readings similar to this lately. So what kind of money blocks do you have? Just what advice does Spirit have for you? What pitfalls might you run into? What's going to happen in this next 6 months to a year or sooner situation regarding this situation? So if this feels like a situation and you feel like this reading is for you, let me know down in the comment section below. Let me know what you feel like is blocking you and whatever else you want to tell me about this reading and feedback. And definitely be sure to like the video, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified when I put out another video so you don't miss it. And definitely go down below to click the link that takes you to my bonus extended, where you can find out more. If you also want a personal reading, I do those. My readings start at $20 and go up from there, so very reasonable price. Go check out my offerings on my website, www.bossasswitch1111.com. And the link should also be down below in the description box as well. So I do recommend longer readings if you can afford them, because the more time I have, the more cards I can pull, the more information I can get for you, the more certain I can be, the more I can know if the energy is stronger or not. So I can definitely help you more with a longer reading, but if you can only afford the $20 one, I can work with that as well. So whatever you can afford, we can get you some answers and get you some guidance from Spirit, because this is still a general collective reading. And with the personal, I do focus strictly on your energy, so you'll know it's for you. So that's the benefit of personals, tailored just for you, a lot of extra information just for you. Whereas this is general collective and you have to use your intuition. So let's go now to the bonus extended, where we find out what's going to happen in the situation in the next 6 months to a year. So I get a lot of extra details that will help you to get to this success. So it's a very nominal investment of only $5.55 to sign up for my Patreon. And that's for a month's worth of access unlimited access to all of my bonus extendeds, not just this one. So a lot, so much content, so many extra details that are going to help you get your manifestation come in, to help coach you, help cheer you on, and give you advice that if you follow it, you will be a success and you will get this money, this bag. So let's go there now and get this so you can get started. Meet you there.